I'm the product manager for Paslode Australia. We're on site here today in Melbourne to talk about the use of brads in the cladding application and the different types of finishes on the nails and why they're important. Over the years, lightweight cladding in Australia has become more and more popular. We've seen that more and more of the brad nails are starting to be used in external applications outside of finishing trim. This has made the finish on the nails more and more important, so whenever we are installing any cladding, we should always look at the installation guidelines to tell us what type of brad to use. When preparing to install external cladding, the guidelines will tell you which nail you should be using and what type of finish you should be using. Or you'll find a number of the products require you to use stainless steel. The other option is HDG. In brad nails, stainless steel is the only nail you should be using in external application. This is because you can't hot dip galvanize a brad nail, otherwise they become impossible to collate. Hot dip galvanizing is when the nail is dropped into galvanizing and the entire nail is coated. This gives us 50 microns of protection on the head of the nail. If it's e-galvanized, it only has 10 microns on the head of the nail. What that means is when your driver blade strikes that e-gal brad, it will knock most of the galvanizing off. And as we all know, galvanizing protects from rust. So over the years, the water will get into those e-gal brads and start to rust, which causes runs and eventually the breakdown of the fastener. So it's really important to make sure you're using stainless steel or hot dip galvanized nails on external applications. People do make the mistake of thinking that e-gal is an HDG galvanized brad. That's not the case, and when it's used externally, we get runs. You got a beautiful weatherboard house with black runs down the paint job. That's not what we want to see out on site. It's not what we want to see our builders do. In order to make this clearer to our customers, we've recently made a change to our packaging. You will have seen on the brad packaging, e-gal and gal is written on brads. That's because e-gal is not a hot dip galvanized process. We'll no longer refer to our brads as e-galvanized. We will have zinc plated on the packaging. So when you have an external application, always check your installation guidelines and look for the red stainless steel labels in store.